41.
The Radio Wemo Breakfast.
Just adjusting his chair on the other side of the studio there.
It's gone down on me. There we go. That's better.
Vaughn Davis, tgf.co.nz, that's the Goat Farm, advertising, social media and aeroplanes. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Now,
it's hosing down out there. It's a shocker.
It's
can't even see the ash cloud for the rain.
No, you can't. No, I won't go back to a joke we did earlier on the show. No. Well, I said it was chilly out there, and then Kirstine said, no, it's Chilean.
Oh, little Chilean. I'm Chilean with my posse. Yeah.
Happening right now, I guess on the other side of the world, is the Cannes Advertising Awards.
Yeah. It takes me back. A year ago, I was.
You were there.
I was on the south of France. Well, in fact, I was in a dark conference room with 30 other advertising creative directors, sifting through the 1,500 entries we had in the Cannes Lion Direct category, and there's about, I'd have to look, 10 or 12 categories to decide which was the best advertising of the year, and that's going on right now.
Right now, okay. The best of the best around the world. These are the ads that didn't necessarily do the job for the clients, but creatively they're awesome.
Yeah, which is not. Yeah, and I used to get my tail up my bum a little bit about that, but I sort of compare it to catwalk fashion.
Because it's art, man. It's art.
Yeah, well, you see something walking down the runway in Paris or even in New Zealand Fashion Week.
Right.
You wouldn't necessarily wear it, but 2 years later, there it is in Posty Plus. There's echoes.
A version of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So not a vintage year for New Zealand. I mean, last year was a blinder. We on my jury we awarded the Orcon Iggy Pop campaign.
Yeah.
The Grand Prix, which was the highest award you can get at the Cannes Advertising Festival. A campaign for Coast Guard by DDB, sorry, got a gold lion, which is pretty good too. But this year, a couple of bronzes and not a lot of sort of sunshine on the horizon. But interestingly, one we talked about here. In fact, we talked about in Paris a couple of months ago. The Westpac Impulse Saver picked up a bronze lion. That's pretty good because, a bronze lion, I'd have to look at the numbers. It puts you in the top 1% of the top 1% of all the ads done worldwide. So that's very cool. And then an interesting little thing out of... in fact, we should take some credit, matey.
Why?
Because the Impulse Saver award entry video, and these videos they make to describe the campaigns to the judges are works of art, and some of them honestly have more money thrown at them than the ads themselves.
Yeah.
The award entry video featured you and me talking about Impulse Saver.
Did it just?
It just did.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'm standing.
Where's the check? I'm waiting for.
Well, where's the where's the bubbly? So Westpac or Colenso, you know where we are. In fact, we're just across the road. So the receptionist is standing by for the delivery.
Blank envelope, unmarked bills.
Yeah,
it's all.
I'm up for that.
They're
a bank.
Yeah.
They're a bank after all. Just give us someone else's money. It doesn't have to be your own.
Yeah.
And then another win so far for Colenso across the road for a thing called the Doppelganger. And this is worth having a play with. It's pretty tricky. It's pretty tricky, but it's pretty schmicky.
So it's at doggleganger.co.nz. Now I've just launched the website. Golly, it's
it's pretty schmicky. I'd skip the
flash.
intro. I'd skip the intro. But what it does, it plays to that insight. The popular wisdom is that great advertising is based on insights. It plays on that insight that dogs look like their owners. So it sort of reverse engineers that and uses facial recognition technology to match your face with the face, supposedly, of a dog that's available for adoption, and it'll pair you up with the perfect dog.
I wonder if I can find a photo of myself. Oh, I do have
Quickly
a
enough.
photo.
Yeah, it has to be facing the camera, and you have to get it right in the right spot.
Yep. Okay, check image. So checking it. So it's scanning an image. It's my Twitter image. It's removed my it's cropped my head out.
Okay.
And so I'm going to begin. I don't know a dog though.
Is there a dog? Oh, is that a dog I see appearing? This is awesome radio.
Well, but what's the client?
The client is Pal Meaty Bites, I think with a bit of NEC thrown down the bottom as a sort of a technology sponsor.
So it's matching my mouth with dog mouths, my nose with dog snouts.
Yeah, it's flipping through all the available images, and here we go.
It's
it's done that little blur out thing, so it's got the slow reveal going.
It's matched me 65% accuracy. I'm currently located at the Auckland SPCA. I'm 1 year old. I'm female, and I'm an Australian Kelpie XE or something. That's what I am.
That'd be Cross.
Cross.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a nice looking dog. Do you have a dog?
No.
That could be the dog for you.
Okay. All right. Well, that's very cool. Check that out. Doggledganger.co.nz.
Yeah.
And somehow, I guess they're hoping to sell food, dog food.
Well, yeah. At the end of a very long day, yes, I suppose that they want to make you more favourably disposed towards the brand. But what it really does is amplifies PAL's sponsorship of the SPCA, which I never knew about. So.
Yeah.
Job done.
Nice.
Hey, the big winner in this category, the direct category, was once again some chocolate-based advertising. We saw yellow chocolate last year. This year we saw a really cool campaign came out of Romania. And apparently in Romania there's a patriotic chocolate bar called Rom, and the thing comes packaged pretty much in the Romanian flag, which is why not. Problem is, over the last 10 years, sort of post Ceausescu, they're hankering for the good old days, and all the young people hate Romania. They wish they were out of there. So anything wrapped in the Romanian flag is just the worst possible thing you could do.
Yeah.
So as a stunt, the chocolate manufacturer relaunched it wrapped in the American flag, and it was a blinding success. It just the outrage, the engagement, the interest, and the people called for it to be reversed, and it was. And now Rom outsells Snickers just for the simple idea of changing the packaging, which would have cost them pretty much nothing because they're making packaging anyway. So just, change it.
That sounds like a bit of a win.
Yeah, very cool. So that was the Grand Prix in the direct category. It's all happening up in the south of France as we speak.
All right, what's happening in the world of social media?
Well, the world of social media, an interesting development this week. It got me thinking about social media. The Dirty Old Reader's Digest published its most trusted New Zealanders poll. And there's been a lot of talk, how the hell did, who's Peter Gluckman when he's at home, and why is Richard McCaw suddenly, number 60 on the list when he was number 3 or whatever he was, and why are there 2 Flight of the Conchords in the top 10, and where's Murray?
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. But
poll.
It got me to thinking, and it's very, very old school thinking. It sort of reflects the idea that people trust brands and people trust celebrities and people trust the famous. Well, actually, people don't. There was a piece of research done last year by Nielsen, which is one of the 2 or 3 big research companies in New Zealand. Who would you trust when making a purchase decision? And brands came out at 32%. So 32% would look first to a brand. They'd say, "Hey, Ford, tell me how good this Ford is." Experts, so celebrity spokespeople or car reviewers or theatre critics, 66%. Friends, 79%. Clear winner. All these people on that list, those 100 people, are a distant second to your best mate, or the guy next door who just bought a Holden or a Ford or a Daikin air conditioner. So the whole idea of deciding which of these media personalities, celebrity chefs, sensible sentencing trust spokespeople and whatever we trust is broken. What we really need to be doing is looking at how do we become friends as brands. How do we become friends with these people who are going to buy our stuff? Because it's friends who they trust.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and social media is the obvious way
to do that.
Yeah.
Because Vaughn recommends that Mitsubishi heat pump on Facebook.
And some people are into this. I mean, I'm speaking at a Creative New Zealand conference tomorrow, and a lot of the smart theatre publicity people and dance companies and museums and that. Yeah, they're still talking to their reviewers and stuff who publish in the Herald and kind of speak to the converted, speak to the theatre set. But they're also talking to Joe Schmoes like me and other people on Twitter and other bloggers, just because they know that the opinion of the person on the street is actually more important than the opinion of the expert.
Well, is that where the localist 100 thing?
Yeah, it very much taps into that.
Yeah.
Very much taps into that. Yeah. Do you believe who would you believe when you're choosing a restaurant to go to? Your best mate who was there last night, or someone in the Metro magazine who you've never heard of. Yeah.
It's going. Though at the same time, thinking on a worldwide scale, you've got those absolute experts, the people who are really into wine or really into food,
for sure, yeah.
that still holds so much power.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just going back to this research what these guys did. The experts came in at 66%. Taken as a lump, and this is averaging everything out, so across all categories. But the friends were well ahead. Well,
that brings us on to the final segment, aeroplanes, and whether or not we trust Rob Fyfe.
Oh yeah. Or as he was, what was he called on an NBR thing I read, Mr. Pink Lycra Pants or something equally derogatory. This is really interesting. I mean, there's a sort of social media truism that one should fight social media fire with social media water. So if a crisis springs up in social, then social's the best way to deal with it. Problem is, Air New Zealand had a bit of a crisis over the last 2 days, and I saw the water long before I saw the fire. I didn't even notice the fire. And what the fire was some rumours which have apparently been circulating, and I've never heard these rumours, they've been circulating, that Air New Zealand has actually been sustaining a lot of damage to its aeroplanes by foolishly flying through ash.
I hadn't heard that.
I hadn't heard that either until I saw a link last night to a Posterous blog, and Posterous, for people who don't know it, is a pretty easy access, low-level, simple blogging platform. A Posterous blog from Rob Fife at Air New Zealand. Mainly it felt directed at an internal audience, but there was, it was completely open, anyone can read it.
It was definitely his.
Well, it gave every indication of being his, but refuting all the rumours about damaged aeroplanes and grounded aeroplanes and all that sort of stuff.
I never heard the rumours.
I never heard the rumours either. But
there was a news story yesterday that said that they were spot checking the aeroplanes and they had checked about 8 and they're all fine.
Yeah, but suddenly, this rebuttal has been picked up by stuff. It's been picked up, I think, by the TVNZ website. I expect it'll be TV News Tonight. All from rumours that none of us had ever heard. Do you still beat your wife? It's I no longer beat my wife. I didn't know you were beating your wife. It's interesting. But I mean, Air New Zealand's never been afraid to engage directly with the media. So maybe that's what's driving this.
Rob's saying everything's fine, then I believe him.
Yay, Rob is good.
TGF.co.nz is where you can see this chat once again as a video. The Goat Farm, and Vaughn Davis on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vaughn. We'll see you next time.
See you.